Hi, in this video I will talk about the Ultimatum Surah. Those who believe and emigrate to strive in the cause of God with their money and their lives are far greater in rank inside of the God. These are the winners. So this surah is generally about the war and the test of God, and the test is different than the previous test because it includes the war conditions. Their Lord gives them good news, mercy, and approval from Him, and gardens where they rejoice in everlasting bliss. Eternally they abide therein. God possesses a great recompense. O you who believe, do not ally yourself even with your parents and your siblings, if they prefer disbelieving over believing. Those among you who ally themselves with them are transgressing. So it means that this is the war conditions, and there are critical decisions to make, and if they want to be sedentary, then you cannot just follow them. So you should follow believers. Proclaim, if your parents, your children, your spouses, your family, the money you have earned, the business you worry about, and the homes you cherish are more beloved to you than God and His messenger, and the striving in His cause, then just wait until God brings His judgment. God doesn't guide the wicked people. God has granted you victory in many situations, but on the day of Hunain you became too proud of your great number. Consequently, it didn't help you at all, and the spacious earth became so straitened around you that you turned around and fled. Then God sent down contentment upon His messenger and upon the believers, and He sent down invisible soldiers. He thus punished those who disbelieved. This is the requital for the disbelievers. Ultimately, God redeems whomever He wills. God is forgiver, most merciful. O you who believe, the idol worshippers are polluted. They shall not be permitted to approach the sacred masjid after this year. If you fear loss of income, God will shower you with provisions in accordance with His will. God is omniscient, most wise. So we see the other verses related to this. You shall fight back against who do not believe in God, nor in the last day, nor do they prohibit what God and His messenger have prohibited, nor do they abide by the religion of truth among those who receive the scripture, until they pay the due tax, willingly or unwillingly. So here some may cut the verses and make it sound like the believers are forcing others to disbelieve to believe, but it is not true. So believers can make peace agreements. So fight back means you fight back because they fight you first. They started the war first. The Jews said Ezra is the son of God, while the Christians said Jesus is the son of God. So it's interesting that the Jews have the same blasphemy, same belief, and then God sent the Christians. So this other religion, maybe that's one of the other reasons. So they were corrupted, and these are blasphemies uttered by their mouths. They thus match the blasphemies of those who disbelieved in the past. God condemns them. They have surely deviated. They have set up their religious leaders and scholars as laws. So this is very important. They do it in Islam countries too, and we see that they follow whatever they say it is wrong. They should follow the Quran only, the message. Others deified the Messiah, son of Mary. They were all commanded to worship only one God. There is no God except He, be He glorified, high above having any partners. So I remember so people are searching on Google, they're asking for help, and they're not asking for help from God, they're asking help from prophets, that people from the stories, Abraham, they don't want to, they cannot ask help from God, like their heart is sealed. They want to put out God's light with their mouths, but God insists upon perfecting His light in spite of the disbelievers, because basically the world is for praising God. So this is the reason of why we live here. So there's always so once they reach some level, and God punishes those communities. So God has limits, and God brings the punishment for them. So they basically, for them, means like maybe the apocalypse not there yet, but God has terminated their time, so they cannot just change themselves. So God only allows for a while because it's a test. God is most merciful. God gives a lot of time for us. Um, he is the one who sent his messenger with the guidance and the religion of truth, and will make it dominate all religions in spite of the idol worshippers. Or you will believe any religious leaders and preachers take the people's money illicitly, and repel from the path of God. Those who hoard the gold and silver and do not spend them in the cause of God promise them a painful retribution. So this is important that so they hoard, um, and this is it was mentioned as the religious leaders do that. So you shouldn't believe those leaders. You shouldn't see them as your leaders, and you should distinguish them. You should know that they shouldn't have living a such life that they hoard those money and do not spend it for the cause of God. Do not give it to the poor people. The day will come when their gold and silver will be heated in the fire of the hell, then used to burn their foreheads, their sides, and their backs. This is what you hoarded for yourself, so taste what you have hoarded. And this is a very in Islam countries, they never mention these verses. I don't remember. They never self-criticize the potential of what if they become one of them. So it is very. That's why it's very important. And people will read Quran and know that these verses are very important. And hoarding is one of the biggest sins. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. That's my interpretation. Hope to see you in the next.